Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be going over a Steven Universe headcanon theory. Uh, that is, the character Lars is a trans guy, and we're going to be showing the evidence to support it, and also throwing this out there, although you may or may not have already known this if you follow me on Instagram, but I do believe the theory, so this video is in favor of the theory. I'm not trying to force anyone to believe it. This is a headcanon. I know it's not canonically confirmed in the show or outside the show by any of the creators. So this is just a headcanon that I personally believe. Y'all can form your own opinions. I'm just gonna show some evidence to support it. Anyways. Okay. There's an episode called The New Lars, and I found a lot of like posts and stuff. So one of them we'll go with this one first. These are both about the same episode titled The New Lars. So it says, look at his mom's expression when she realizes she called him Laramie. So what they're referring to is there's a scene. So the whole episode of the new Lars is basically Steven accidentally transported himself into Lars's body for a day, like Freaky Friday type stuff, that sort of thing. And there's a scene where Steven, as Lars, um, he's in Lars's house, obviously, because he switched bodies, and he goes downstairs, and he's talking to his parents, and then his mom calls him Laramie, and then, oh god, and then Steven, not knowing anything, I don't know what it is, but he's Steven, so he won't know the meaning to the name. We, as the audience, this is my theory, not my theory that I came up with, but a theory I believe in, so, but Steven doesn't know who Laramie is, because he's only ever known Lars as Lars, and then once he's like, who's Laramie? Lars's mom, has this facial expression, and it says, she clearly feels terrible about it. Her voice even cracks a little bit. If Lars was just a nickname, she wouldn't feel so bad about messing it up. So, what this post on here, right here, is saying is basically that, that she felt bad for misgender or something. That's what the theory, I'm guessing, is what this post is supposed to be saying. Anyways, so this one says, so after this episode, I kind of developed a theory. Lars is trans. Okay, this is bad spelling. His parents keep calling him Laramie. It's not how you spell it, which to me sounds like an androgynous name. I looked it up a little while ago. Apparently, it is androgynous, but it's typically used towards girls. Just throwing that out there. Which to me sounds like an androgynous name when he wants to be called Lars. Also, the fact that he found out Steven was inside his body when he was naked, he made a panic because the secret was revealed. Thoughts? Okay. So, my personal thoughts on this is I feel like believing this theory, I do think that would be a reason why he panicked. Although, also, to be fair, Lars, at that point at least, did not like Steven, so maybe it was just the fact that Steven was him for a day. I don't know. But I thought that was interesting that somebody pointed that out. Anyways. Horror Club. So over here we have this post, and it says, I can't let people see me like that, says Lars as he tears up a photo of himself that Ronaldo, who's Ron, was going to show to other people. Ronaldo asks him why he cares what other people think of him, and he responds, "You won't say." So that was just Lars being mean. Just throwing out here, Lars has longish hair. Anyways, Sadie, talking about the gem, says that it was just hurt and felt trapped against the body. I know that's an old and overused and often inaccurate trans trope. I don't think it is. I'm speaking as somebody who is trans. That doesn't sound inaccurate. I mean, lots of people, most people actually who are transgender have body dysphoria to some degree. Not dysmorphia. Dysmorphia is a thing for like eating disorders and stuff, but dysphoria with her body to some. So I don't get I don't get this thing in parentheses. But the rest seems accurate. And Lars gets super defensive, thinking that she's talking about him, not the gym. Headcanon accept. Okay, whatever. So that's just a post about this episode. I found that interesting. Also, something to note about that scene as well is that Lars in the past had a very high pitched voice. And this is controversial. But because he was also a child, so that could also be it. Again, this is just headcanon I believe in. I'm not saying it's like confirmed or anything. I'm just trying to present evidence to support this theory I believe in. But I just found it interesting. Anyways, next thing. Other moments. So these are other posts. Lars is telling Steven that he doesn't know what he wants for breakfast half the time because he's a complex individual teenage boy. Okay, besides the fact that he seems to put a little extra bit of emphasis on the word boy, it's interesting that he uses it at all. I'm a complex individual teenager would have worked as well in the way that Lars chooses to say it evokes the impression that for him it's a concern to put boy alongside noteworthy characteristics. So this is a thing that I've seen some, because I obviously, I don't do this. I'm not gonna be like I am a guy. That's not a thing I do. But I have seen people try to put emphasis, like trans guys putting emphasis on the fact that they're a boy because dysphoria or whatever. I don't know. I think this is reaching for it. This specific one, I feel like this is like very reaching for the theory, but I do see what they mean. And then here is some more scientific things. It says, then in Island Adventures, Lars, Sadie, and Steven spend, well, it's hard to say how long exactly, but a lot of time stranded on an inhabited island. Long enough for Sadie to grow a substantial amount of leg hair, and I can't tell you how much I adore the Croonverse for that. No magical hair unless under any circumstances, girls. And okay, so I don't know. I read that. That has nothing to do with the rest of the post. But anyways, while Lars doesn't even show a hint of beard stubble on his face, especially in contrast with Sadie, who shows that the crew did put thought into the places you suddenly grow hair if you were stranding on an island. This is quite noticeable. So basically, I'm bad at reading out loud, so you can read it for yourself, or I'll just basically summarize what they're saying. They're saying that there's an episode called Island Adventure. I don't think it's called Island Adventures. It's just Island Adventure. I don't know why I get to look at, but basically Lars, Sadie, and Steven are stuck on this magical island for a while, and they're basically saying that they grew extra body hair in places you would if you were just on an island for weeks and on end. But you're pointing out that Lars is not growing beard hair. I don't know. These two I feel like are kind of reaching for it, but just thought they were noteworthy. Anyways, so this is something that lots of people pointed out is this scene. Not really much to say here. Just I don't know, chest shape or something. I don't know. And this is where is it realistic? So this is a thing where I've seen lots of headcanons for other shows. Like Danny Phantom. I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that the creator is transphobic. So even though that's a big headcanon, I don't think it is canon, even in like anyone on the crew's head, because creators transphobic. And also similar thing goes for Gravity Falls, if I'm not mistaken, is a Disney show, and we all know how Disney is. So yeah, I don't think those are accurate or possible even just because of the creators. However, Steven Universe is a different case because Steven Universe, first off, everyone in the show, or almost everyone in the show, is queer to some level. Because even though the gems are all genderless, sexless beings or whatever, they all seem to present female. There's even a gay wedding, and also uh, the creator is non-binary. Rebecca Sugar uses she, her, and they, them pronouns, and also bi, and uh, advocate kind of for LGBT rights, and then also there's also non-binary characters. So I just think it's possible. Um, I think it's possible, and it's not out of the question that this even would be a thing, because I mean, it's Steven Universe. It's like the queerest show on the planet. Anyways, that was my video. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, stay derpy, stay murpy, stay hydrated. And if it does not disable my comments, leave your thoughts on this theory in the comments if you want to. Okay, goodbye.